Giants fans leaving. It's getting empty over there. It's getting empty. Fly, Eagles, fly. Just witness a body in the rain, man. Destroyed those dudes. Jalen Hurts MVP, man. Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking about the Eagles defense need to step up and set the tone against Daniel Jones. And let's get into it. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. First of all, I want to congratulate the Giants. It's been a drought for them. Not only for them to go into the playoffs, but to win a playoff game against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, I think the Vikings were the biggest frauds in the NFL. So yeah, the matchup worked perfectly. The first game they played against them, Daniel Jones had a great day, but they ended up losing. And Vikings just couldn't do enough to win the second time. They just couldn't. They bracket Justin Jefferson. You know, Justin Jefferson is the offense. You lock him up, they really can't get nothing going. So, like I said, I believe the Vikings were the biggest frauds. Giants exposed them, but now they come to a real team. And been hearing all this talk about Daniel Jones, right? The three best games he had was against the Detroit Lions. He threw for 341. They lost that game, but he did throw 2 picks that game. Minnesota, the first time, that was his second 300-yard game. His first one was against Detroit. His third 300-yard game was against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, I'm not trying to say that to diminish what he's been doing to close the season. He had a good game against the Colts as well. But, come on, those defense are... First of all, Detroit defense mid-year was terrible. That's why he was able to get that off. We know the Vikings defense. That's why he was able to throw for 300 yards the first time and the second time. Vikings defense is not the Eagles defense. Then he had a good game against the Colts, who was really playing for nothing. So then I look back at his last couple games. Washington did not have the best game. The Eagles, December the 11th, did not have the best game. But all of a sudden, he played Minnesota. He's an MVP candidate. Have a good game against the Colts. He's an MVP candidate. Have a good game against the Vikings. Now he's a top 5 quarterback. We got to stop this. We got to stop this notion. Like, he's been good, but look at the defense he's been playing. We got to stop this. But he's going to be head over heels. The media is probably going to pick that to be the upset. Look, it's not happening. You know why? Because our defense will set the tone. Hassan Reddick is going to go off. You see Fletcher Cox, he's going to go off. Javon Hargrave is going to go off. Josh Sweat been waiting to play. He's going to go off. People counting out Robert Quinn. He's going to go off. Secondly, let's get into the mid-level of the defense. Kaiser White and T.J. Edwards, they're going to go off, especially T.J. Edwards. He felt like he was teetered out of a Pro Bowl, and he also felt like he was teetered out of an All-Pro. Third level, you guys, when we beat y'all didn't even see C.J. Gardner-Johnson, the interception machine. Y'all didn't even see him. So, yeah, man, y'all got to deal with him. Bradbury, what a great way to get back at a team that cut you. I'm calling it. Bradbury's catching a pick. I don't want to say pick 6, but he will get a pick this game. He wants y'all. Bradbury wants y'all. So, yeah, I believe the defense need to step up. The defense set the tone early. Our offense will do the work, and we can knock these Giants off. And second, speaking of the Giants offense, Isaiah Hodgins, he's a good player. But Jonathan Gannon should be fired if he goes for 100 yards like how he did against the Vikings. Jonathan Gannon, if that happens, should be fired. If he goes for 100 yards and you have Slayton go for 88, 90 yards, Gannon should be fired. Still, slow down Saquon Barkley. If you look at the numbers, it don't look the best, but he was still averaging like 5.9 yards per carry. They offense looked flawless against the Minnesota Vikings. But that's the Vikings defense. It is bad. It is bad, man. Also, Dexter Lawrence having an all-pro year, but I don't expect him to bull rush Jason Kelce like that. I don't. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel, man? I'm going to wrap this up. The defense need to set the tone. I believe we can stop Daniel Jones. I know we struggled against running quarterbacks just a bit, but we did slow him down the first time. I believe it can happen again, but let's run this thing back. This is going to be a good game, but our defense need to set the tone immediately. 3 and outs, incompletions. Let them know they are the inferior opponent. Let them know that. Don't play down to their level. Please don't. We in the Link. Saturday night in the Link. This is going to be a classic. This is going to be a good game. Set the tone early. You set the tone early with the defense. Everything else will flow. Everything else will flow. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Goes.